Hey, how we doing? It's Tom V, Loudverse Media. Just booting everything up around here. Looking forward to getting freaky with it. Gonna do a little bit shorter stream. I'm gonna get after it with, at least a half an hour. We're still on the exact same thing. You know, thanks for tuning in every night. We're doing what we do. We are sticking with the program that we're going to be working on this song, Où est-ce que vous voudriez boire? We're going to be working on this for probably about 10 hours until we finish it. So the plan right now is to put in a solid half an hour. So I was here last night, put a nice hour in. I got a couple ideas for this percussion part. Maybe let's work on that. Be joining you again tomorrow night. So we're gonna do this big. Let's go a half hour, see how we're feeling, what we're getting up to. So without further ado, I set the timer. You know the rules, and we go. So let's hear this from the top. Cool. So I had a couple ideas. I remembered earlier in the day just randomly running through this in my head. Here's a couple ideas I had. So one is to take this, really extend this out. So what do we got here? We go from 17 to 25. So we've got 8 bars. Maybe to make this a 32 bar loop. This part. This has legs, right? And we sure are EQing it with an extremely restrictive. So I think I might make that either maybe 16 and right, because this is just a copy. Right, this is just a copy of this. So I think 16. Basically I have variations. So one time I go do 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 do. Some of the stuff we were talking about last night. I think one of the other things that I can do. Let me adjust this a little bit better. Oh, this is cool. All right, so I think another thing I can do is actually maybe run the bass line with this a little bit. So another idea, though, kind of separate idea with the bass here is, what if I kind of use a 808 style bass? Maybe some of that effect. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to check something on the stream. Bear with me a second. All right. 2 watching. Man, I'm telling you, this YouTube stream, it's going to get going. It's been a little quiet on the home front lately, but have no fear. This is going to be big. So for the 1 or 2 people who have been tuning in on YouTube, it's going places. All right, so what are we saying? Right. So let's see. So let's go to Sounds 808. Cool. That's actually exactly what I'm looking for. Right, so I'm going to go ahead. We get a sub bass, so I make a MIDI track. I'm going to make it this green color. Delete this audio, delete this audio. So why don't I actually go here? Just get that other percussion out of there for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a clip. And then I'm thinking kind of almost something like Miami Bass Crew style. Let's go. All right. There's not an instrument, is there? Okay. Cool. So dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna go just drums, just bass. Yeah, I think this is the syncopation. Nice, that's exactly what I was thinking. So not a whole lot of high content, but if I take this up there we go. Yeah, so watch this. I'll start on E, which is the 5th, and then go down to A. Consolidate these together. Oh, nice. I forgot about that. Oh, man, maybe we will go an hour. I want to fucking work on some of that percussion stuff. All right, so one thing is, let's see. Let's throw a spectrum on this to understand what this is doing a little bit more, because it is hitting hard around 80, is it not? 80 and then 50. I think these headphones have a good frequency response down to, I don't know, this is, in these Sennheisers, I'm not hearing this lower part a ton. What is this? 57. So 85 and 56. Okay, so one thing we want to do. Oh, interesting, because we're using Superior Drummer. I don't really know where this kick is hitting. Let's do something. So we're going to pull this up. Kick in. Still learning how to do this, honestly, so I don't know this a ton. So let's say we're going to take the 1. Okay, so what I'm going to look to do now is to try and find out where the kick is hitting. I ideally what I'll do and what I would do and I will do is route out the MIDI piano roll stuff and actually route the kick into a channel where I can process it itself. I don't know how to do that yet. I know Superior Drummer, you can do that. You can control how the routing goes, but I'm just learning it. So what I'm going to do is a little trick where I'm essentially going to listen, and I'm going to get the boost really high dBs here, and I'm going to slide this around until I get an estimate of what hertz the kick is hitting at. Then I'm going to do a little bit of complementary EQ on the sub bass to duck it out there. So sure sounds pretty heavy around 50, doesn't it? E part just sounded weird to me, but so essentially what I've done here, and I'll play with this more for sure, is I've got an EQ where I'm giving it about a 9 decibel boost at 50-ish hertz. I'm ducking out the mids a bit, and then I'm going to scoop off the top a little bit too, because it was a little too on the clicky side. So I don't want to do that. How do we do this? So I think I go here and... Oh, interesting. If I save this, this saves the kit. If I save it here, save sampler state. Okay. I think I call this French Jungle Kit. That's fine. We're learning. Isn't it? How embarrassing. I'm learning in front of my millions of viewers, and now they know I don't know this stuff. Oh, fuck. Stupid. So stupid. All right. Yeah, this E is not working. I want to get this idea back in, but I'm not going to do that right now. Maybe I'll get it in right here. And then I can't really go down anymore, so maybe something like this. Let's hear this. Cool. That's exactly what I'm going for. Now what I'm going to do, I don't need that spectrum anymore. So here, man, I notice I've been saying a lot. Let's go to 51.5, crank the Q up, and then give this a cut of maybe -3. I don't know the right way to EQ this exactly, because what I want to do is, where did we say this was going to hit at? 56. Can I do this? Yeah, actually, that was good. So without this third pole, giving it a ding at 56, cutting out the 2 pole at 51.5 hertz is really cutting its strength. So instead we get this on. Cool. Why don't we do I'll roll off at 42. And then this last pole. Oh, gosh, this needs EQing too. I'm probably going to EQ that right now to get that sitting a little bit better. Okay, so here we can do a real long roll up. Okay, cool. So I like using this parametric EQ a little bit when you pop it up and control down there. That's kind of nice. So one thing that I think could work well, and it's going to be another tool that I'm still learning, but it's the max bass, is it? Right, so what this is going to do is it's going to give some high content to this bass sound. So let's solo this and just go ahead and loop this. So let's solo this. Right, so what this is doing is nothing right here. The max bass is, what you can do is crank this up. And what it's doing is it's emulating, as I understand it, it's emulating frequency range up to here, 256 and whatnot, so it's going to sound good on laptop speakers or shitty iPhone, iPod. So maybe something like this. We're keeping a lot of the original bass, but we've got some max bass, which is giving it content up above, 256. How high does it go? I actually don't know what this goes up to. Now to bypass it. And to be honest, depending on what you're listening on, if you're listening on iPhone, iPod earbuds, you might not even be able to hear this unless I turn this on. So I think this is pretty solid. Aggressive. Probably not the worst thing. Why don't I then... Let's see where this is now hitting. So I'll still do a roll off. I'm going to use 4. Where's that 4? 472. Let's say 475. I've been trying to use more even numbers, or more. I wonder if I don't just slide this over to here. For now, let's do the roll off there. So by sliding it underneath, we're getting the bass content. We're getting the mid-range content for the bass in there, but we're also keeping this nice complementary EQ where we're cutting out where the kick is hitting and then giving it a nice boost at where that low note is hitting, that low E around 56, that low A around 56 hertz. So let's hear it back with everything. Cool, I'm going to go ahead and say that. That's exactly what I was thinking. And then, we can even come up with some cool ideas, like check this out. Just for... don't know exactly how this fits together, but I'm fucking fitting this thing in. Nice. That's pretty dope. But what I want to do is get this out of the way because it's not going to come right there. So just keep sliding this off. So arranging this song is going to be interesting because I don't have a great idea there yet. But let's go ahead and actually hear what this is going to sound like all together. Yeah, we talked about getting rid of that last night. If you guys remember, this is kind of shitty. I really did not put much time into this loop. And it's really clogging things up. That lets us cut back to some better high content. Instead of this hogging above 7,000, now I'm able to pop this puppy up. What was this just at? Yeah, so I was getting under 7,000. I mean, come on. I mean, where do you draw the line? It might not even exist at that point. It might not as well even exist at that point. But I do like scoping it. That sounds a little bit too much. Nice. Cool. So why don't we take a listen to this, see what we need here. All right. Well, first off, let's EQ it, and then also, holy shit, this needs some compression. It sure has a lot of delay as well coming off the synth here. I don't know this synth at all. I just used a preset, honestly. Sue me. I'm also going to add some big time variation to this part, so don't fear. While I'm using a preset and not doing the best job sound designing it, I'm going to make up for that with probably some automation and using actual playing it in on the keyboard. So let's, you know what, actually I'm going to use the glue compressor on this. 50% dry wet. Probably a fast attack and a slow release so it stays kind of squished. Nice. I don't know if I want to start the track with this because, remember, this is going to be the B-side to Blorange, and I don't necessarily want it to have too much... That starts really Moombatani, but with a glitchy percussive part, so I'm a little bit at a loss how to start this track, honestly. I don't like this. Okay, so maybe... So, all right, we're coming along pretty good here. One thing is, fuck me, this is going to get monotonous. I really got to come up with another part here. But I think we can bear another... I think we can bear another run. No tambourine yet with what I'm playing, which is what I wanted to do. So I'm actually going to take the tambourine out for this part. We've got it here, so no fear. Yep, it's the same. And actually... Ooh, interesting. Obviously, this is really... I'm just trying to put it together a little bit. So, this glitch loop, I'm probably going to want to... Jump, hey, do you wanna jump? Hey, do you wanna jump? So I think what I'm going to do actually is put another auto filter on it. And this is a technique I've been liking to do. And then what this is going to do is I'm going to open it up there, and then I'm going to low pass it, and then open that up slowly. So maybe... halfway through, and then 1, 2, 3... Shit, is that not halfway through? No, I like this last little hit. Oh no, I thought this was a snare. Command J to consolidate it, but this should be us. I might want to put this back one, but let's just try this out. So let's hear what this sounds like. And then, oh shit, I didn't want to take that out. And then once I get to here, I'm going to go ahead and turn the auto filter off because I'm not using it, which is a habit I'm trying to get into. I got this trick from Mr. Bill right here. Instead of worrying about trying to put it off, I just do B to draw it down and then click this up, click this one, so now it's off. So let's hear this. All right, so overall, again, this is really goofy, but that didn't really work too well. Obviously, the low pass is way too low, even when it's at 2600. You can barely fucking hear it. So one idea here is to kind of go, why don't I open these up, but to go something like this, so go. So I don't know if this idea is going to bear fruit, but I want to at least get it down. Command E to split it, 0. Command E to split it, 0. Command E to split it, 0. So let's hear this. Yeah, not amazing, huh? But this is gonna be, this is everything ripping. Well, not quite, no, because I need another one of these puppies. So I'm going to copy. So this is the full part. You can see my CPU's kind of high. I sure have a lot of clips going. So if I'm going to, once I decide on these glitch parts and get them a little bit worked out, what I'll do, particularly this one, because how many samples is this? I mean, this is taxing the hard drive. So what I'll do is I'll consolidate it down, get audio, and then probably I could do another round of glitching on it. So that could actually be pretty cool. But yeah, we've hit our time. Quick little stream for tonight. Got some more ideas in here. I think this is coming together in a way that I don't know coming together, but there's some cool ideas. Okay, there's a lot of kind of dicking around I can continue to do on this, particularly next stream. I think the prudent thing to do would be to get another melodic part in here so I can really start arranging the song, because I'm looking for 3 or 4 minutes. It's probably going to be over 3 minutes, but I'm not looking for anything crazy. I could play a little lead. That would be cool. But I just need another part that's going to hold this together. I have 2 in mind from just previous kind of Ableton playing around tracks that I did. They're both blues scales, and they're both to drum and bass jungle type tempo. So I think either one could work. I'm not sure either one's an A, but of course we can transpose it. So let's take a listen to those next time. So tune in. It's going to be interesting. We'll take a trip down memory lane. One of them, in fact, is from, holy shit, when I used to play with Ableton back in the day before too long of a layover. So I think it was Christmas 2011-ish. I had a free version of Ableton 8, of Live 8 that I was messing with. So Christmas of 2011. Wow, over 5 years ago. But who knows? Yeah, maybe that's the one we'll bring back from the dead. I think there actually might be 2 parts in that one. So that'll be exciting. We'll check that out. I'm so tempted to go listen to it now, but how about we do this? On stream will be the first time I've listened to it in years. So that would actually be kind of cool. So we'll be doing that. We'll get at least one other part in here so I can kind of start to play with someone. I have an idea for another obnoxious, poorly pronounced French line that I can talk in. We'll drop that on us next time as well and start to get the arrangement coming together. And then I can really spend some time on the drum kit in Superior Drummer, dialing that in, and particularly playing some interesting stuff, not really copy and pasting. I want to make it sound like live drums. So really excited. I can build out the percussion more, but really excited where this track's going. A little bit silly, but that's kind of the idea behind this B-side that I'm throwing together. So thanks again, everybody, for joining. Bear with me, YouTube watchers. I'm going to build it up. This is getting it on the ground floor. Your hand can be the handprint in the wet cement of what we're building here together. So thanks again, everybody, for joining. It's TomV.com, Loudverse Media. Until next time, stay up. Peace.